Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here and welcome back to our next episode of the Gibraltar Challenge here on Football Manager 2016. So as you can see, this episode is going to be our last of this year's Champions League. What a fantastic campaign it has been for us. We've never got past the second qualifying stage ever in our history, but this year not only did we get past the second qualifying stage, we got past the third qualifying stage and the playoffs and got into the group stages. Absolutely incredible. Not only that, we managed to get a draw at home to Marseille and then a draw at the Camp Nou against Barcelona as well. It's been incredible, and hopefully we can build on this in the years to come as well. So in this episode we are going to start off with a game against probably one of the biggest clubs, obviously apart from us, in Gibraltar, which is Lincoln Red Imps, the team that did quite well against Chelsea did quite well against Celtic a few weeks ago in real life. So they're probably one of the strongest sides in Gibraltar apart from ourselves. I'm not quite sure if they are the strongest. I think Gibraltar United really are probably the second best team in Gibraltar now. But still, it's going to be a difficult game for us. And of course we have that home game against Barcelona in the Champions League as well. So without further ado, let's get straight into that first game against Lincoln Red Imps and see if we can build a nice bit of momentum going into that game against Barcelona. And here we go. As you can see, we are heavy favourites for this one. Lincoln Red Imps not had the best of starts so far. 9 points in their 8 games. As I said, I think Gibraltar United are probably the strongest side apart from us. But Glasses and Britannia are also quite strong. They have been now for a good few years as well. It seems to change year in, year out. I think there's a lot of movement in players every season. So, yeah, it seems to be changing quite a lot. I think Gibraltar United are the team that took on quite a lot of our ex-players, I believe. They've got Callum McDonald in goal. They've got Stuart Cook as well. They've got quite a few good players that we released a few years ago, and it'd be nice to see somebody else in Gibraltar start to do well in Europe and things like that as well. Of course, if we win this game, well, we're already 9 points at the top of the table, so we're dominating this season, and it's just going to get even further and further forward, aren't we, really? Their team doesn't seem to have anyone that I recognise name-wise. Maybe that they took away from us. No one that I can recognise. So we're going to be playing Ramito in goal. Second league game this is going to be for him. He's played mostly Champions League so far. Jared Murphy is in at left back. Juan Carlos Dulce in at centre back. A player who's been with us now for a few years as well, hasn't he? He's been with us for 3 years. So a good player here is Roger Newby, one of our newer players in this season. Great centre back, and he's going to be a really good player for us. He is wanted by a couple of other clubs though. Zhang Songjae, a really good South Korean player. He's already played for South Korea, so no chance of him getting into the national side, but still, stats are going up. He looks like a fantastic player, and I think we can just get better and better with him. Into midfield, we have the Brazilian Felipe, and alongside him we have the American Eric Bernal, who is a very good player as well. He was a bit unhappy about not playing so much recently, so he's played quite a few more games. He's made 7 substitute appearances in the Champions League. That's quite impressive. Only a couple of appearances so far in the First Division as well, so we'll try and give it a bit more football. Down the left-hand side, we have another one of our new players in this year, Christian Ataganya, a Cameroonian player. Pretty good potential, I think. Stats-wise, is quite good at the moment still. On the right-hand side, we have Kwesi Oladiji, a player we brought in mainly as a backup, and it's just what we did because we have no other attacking right midfielders at the moment. Sergio Tundi out with a hernia. I think he's going to miss the Barcelona game as well, which is disappointing. Then up front, we have Frank Banning, our Cameroonian striker. I think he'll probably stick with Cameroon. I don't think he'll ever take on Gibraltarian nationality because I think he'll get into the Cameroon side at some point. But Eric Franks is a guy that I definitely think will take Gibraltarian nationality. He's been with us now. This is his 2nd season, so we need to keep hold of him for a while longer. And yeah, that's our team for today. Bench-wise, we've got Machego. We have got Chris Morgan on the bench, obviously our talisman player, but he's been out injured for quite some time now. So hopefully going to bring him on for about half an hour or so again, just to try and get some more match sharpness and get his match fitness back up for that game against Barcelona in a few days' time. So enough of me blabbing on, let's get into the match. Let's see how much we can hammer. Wow, Felipe is... Why is he on the pitch? He's got 66 health. Why have I done that for? Well, it looks like Morgan might get more football than we originally planned at this rate. I don't know how I've done that. I must have completely just not paid attention when I was picking the team, and I put Felipe in, and that could backfire for us. Well, like I say, we've got Chris Morgan on the bench who'll probably come on. We'll bring him on at half time or something then, just to get that match fitness up, and hopefully Morgan can come in for that Barcelona game, because we don't expect to win or even draw that Barcelona game, but I want to try and get our best players out there because it's just going to make them better as well. So 20 minutes in, no goals as of yet, and we've had 4 shots, none on target. Lincoln Red Imps controlling the possession as well. Here we are now, we've got a highlight, it's going to be a throw-in. Oladipo back to Seong-jae. Back into Oladipo. He took the shot, I'm not quite sure why. Was that a shot or was that a cross? Or I don't quite know what it was, but the goalkeeper got there ahead of Frank Banning. Big goal kick out and it's knocked on, but only as far as Eric Bernauer plays it back to Bruno Ramito. We're going to be mixing and matching the goalkeepers quite a lot this season. We've got two very, very good goalkeepers and we want to give them both as much football as possible. That's Machego and Ramito. So far, Machego's played the majority of the domestic games, whereas Ramito's played all the Champions League games. And we'll probably mix and match a bit more. Machego, I'm hoping we can keep a hold of him because he is actually wanted by... There's a goal by Eric Franks. Great goal as well. Yeah, Machego is wanted by some big, big clubs around Europe. He's wanted by Real Madrid, PSG, Monaco. So we must have got ourselves a very, very good player there. And that seems to be the way. It's always worth keeping an eye out if you are playing Football Manager. Go across to that team in Australia. I think it's the FFA COE or something like that. It's the Australians Centre of Excellence. So definitely keep an eye on that because they get some really good young players through. They really do. Oladipo's picked up a slight injury. Can he run it off though? That's interesting. See that? He's at 74% health. Hopefully that'll go up. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to have to take Philippe off at half time. He's really struggling here. But 1-0 lead. Great goal by Eric Franks. Oladipo's health is not going back up. Now I'm worried a little bit because, like I mentioned earlier on, we don't have any other attacking right midfielders that can come in against Barcelona. We do have Susekun, but he is more of a right back. He can play right midfield, but I'm not quite sure about right attacking midfield, but I suppose we'll have to use him in that position if we need to. Frank Banning now plays it back to Atanganya. Can we get a second goal before half time? Philippe. Can he find the killer ball? Philippe. That was terrible, Philippe. Come on. Come on, yeah, he's definitely going to half time. He's struggling here, Philippe. Pennick over the top. Oh, great bit of goalkeeping work by Ramito. But Jackson ploughs it into the open net and it's an equaliser for Lincoln Red Imps. It was a great bit of goalkeeping there by Ramito to come out and capture the guy that got behind the defensive line, but just bad luck. Here we go, look, great bit of goalkeeping work there by Ramito, but Jackson just saw the open net and first time knocks it into the back of the net. And it's more disappointing for the defence really more than the goalkeeper. I think Ramito did a good job there, but I think his defence let him down to a point. Right, so we are going to bring on Chris Morgan in place of Philippe, just to get Morgan a bit of first team football. Any other substitutions we want to make? See, Richard Jones is struggling as well. Then we should bring him on to try and get him fit for that game as well. Frank Banning's not having the best game. We'll leave it for now. We'll bring on Richard Jones a little bit later on. Maybe about half an hour or so left, we'll bring him on because he's our talisman striker. He was fantastic last season. And it'd be interesting to see if we can get him back on the same goal scoring form he was last year. And he's someone that I'd love to keep a hold of and obviously get to a point where he would take up Gibraltarian nationality because he would be such a massive addition to the Gibraltar national side. He's never going to get in the England team, so he might as well go for it. And that's the basis. Like I said, a lot of this career mode here or playthrough on Foot Manager is not just about making our team as strong as possible, winning the Champions League. Of course, that's one of our main objectives of this playthrough. We want to try and improve Gibraltar as a nation as well, and by having some of our players join up with the national side, that really would be a big coup for us. Especially if we can get that national job at some point. Frank's ball in. Oladipo, great save by Burton, and Banning hits the ball in on the volley. And same thing for their equaliser, really. The goalkeeper did a very good job, Burton, but the defence let him down as Banning volleyed into the open net, completely unopposed there. Great ball by Franks. Oladipo went for the shot. Cracking save by Burton. But Banning was the quickest man to get there, and we do lead 2-1. So one of our domestic targets this year is to win every single league game. We almost did it last year, but we lost one game. We won every single game in the season, but we lost one against Britannia. So we're going to make sure that we really go all whole hog this time. Right, so we do have an hour left. Now, what am I going to do here? I'm thinking I'm going to keep both strikers on, move Oladipo up to a striker, and bring on Richard Jones to try and get his fitness up. And we'll make him into a target man, I suppose. And then probably Ataganya is going to come in as an attacking midfielder. So we're going to lose a lot of our... Let's make him as an advanced playmaker. We're going to lose a lot of our attacking, a lot of our winger, a lot of our width. But I think we should be okay. I just want to try and get Richard Jones' fitness up, and I want to try and take Oladipo off just in case that injury gets any worse, because we are going to need him against Barcelona in a few days' time as well. If we can score a third goal, it's not really a matter too much. Murphy into Morgan, the two Australians linking up. Morgan back out to Murphy. And as you can see, no one in front of Murphy now to work on the width. So Franks sees the ball in. Ataganya, oh, it's a great goal. Franks again with the assist. He's looking quite handy with assists today, Eric Franks. And Ataganya gets the goal. Is that his first goal or not? I don't know, actually. I mean, he might have scored already before. But Franks, great killer ball. Ataganya, perfect run. And a great finish as well. So we're looking good. Looking good. A 3-1 up. 33 minutes left. 23 minutes left, shall I say. Just drinking my beer at the same time. Oh, that counts as Franks. Oh yeah, because Franks didn't get the assist for the Banning goal, did he? Franks played Oladipo through, and Oladipo took the shot. So yeah, Franks only got 1 assist, not 2. Banning plays it out wide to Morgan. Can we get a fourth here? Morgan back to Banning. Oh, what a shot! And Franks, he's offside. Frank Banning though, what a shot that was from distance. Absolute cracker it was. So Roger Newby's not had the best of games. I don't know whether he's just a little bit too good for this league and he's becoming quite complacent maybe. I don't know, it's a tricky one. It has happened in the past. We've had a lot of complacency in some of our matches. There's the big goal kick by Burton. I think this will just be the highlight to finish off the game. Dulce heads it forward. Ataganya on the ball now. Plays it forward into Richard Jones. Plays it over the top to Frank Banning. Maybe there is another twist in the tail here for us. It's a great tackle. And it is going to be a corner. But are we going to get a chance to take it? We are. I thought the ref might have blown the whistle. There we go. There it is. The full-time whistle. Don't get a chance to take the corner kick. And a 3-1 victory over Lincoln Red Imps. So a good win there. Eric Franks with the man of the match. No surprise there. He's very, very good today. Goal and an assist. And that cements us even stronger at the top of the table. I don't think there's any question now that we are going to continuously win the league for the foreseeable future. It's just a case now of trying to drag some of these Gibraltarian clubs along with us. And obviously trying to improve ourselves in Europe as well. Talking of improving ourselves in Europe, let's get into that home game against Barcelona. And here we are at home to Barcelona in the Champions League. Now Barcelona need to beat us by at least 2 goals, I think. It might even be 3 goals to actually get through to the next round of the Champions League. So we could really bugger them up here if we could hold on and be quite annoying to them. You never know, you never know. I don't know, it doesn't really matter either way to us. We've done really well. Getting 2 points in this group is just absolutely insane, especially at the level we're at the moment. And we've gained a hell of a lot of money in the process as well. So we've gone back to our very defensive team. We're going to go for Machego in goal, a very, very good young goalkeeper, wanted by a lot of clubs around Europe as well. We're sticking with Jared Murphy at left back. We need probably a little bit more competition at the left back role. We do have a second left back, but he's obviously not allowed to play in the Champions League because he didn't sign him in time. Jared Madison, the centre back, really growing as a player actually at the moment, so quite happy with him. Alongside him we have Nick Harlton, one of our Gibraltarian players. Who's got another year after this one before he can play for the national side, so we'll definitely try and keep a hold of him. Due to sendings off in the last match, Ashley Riley comes in at right back. I'm not 100% happy with that, but still, hope you do well for us. Obef Batinha comes back in at defensive midfield. Cracking young player he is, alongside Anders Broger. So happy to get him back. In the central midfield spot we're sticking with Philippe. Attacking left-hand side we have Finn Baird. Attacking right-hand side, I forgot, I was talking in the last match about Oladipo being our only attacking right midfielder that we could use. I completely forgot that he got sent off in the previous match, so Oladipo is actually suspended for this one. So we're going to go with Frank Evans, one of my favourite players on this game. He needs to play more football anyway, because he's been dropped from the national side for not playing much football, so we're going to try and give him a few more games coming up. And then up front, we're going to stick with Eric Franks, who has probably been one of our most prolific goal scorers this season so far. Bench-wise, nobody out of the ordinary. A lot of strikers. We've really got a small squad at the moment. In their team, of course, they have Mark Bartra still, Ter Stegen. And they've got Romelu Lukaku up front as well. I think apart from that, a lot of these players are now going to be generated. They've got Andre Silva, Crane Vitter, I think are real players as well. Mola Dali as well, I think. So they've still got quite a few real players. It's going to be a tough one. As you can see, we're playing very, very defensive. We're playing counter-attacking, structured football. And, why am I'm not paying attention, that's the problem. I've just told them I expect to win here, so we're probably going to get hammered now. But still, let's see what we can do in this one. Remember, Barcelona have to win the game by probably 3 goals just to be 100% sure to get themselves into the next stage of the Champions League. If we can hold them back to less than 2 goals, then I think obviously Marseille and Chelsea will be very, very happy with us. Well, Chelsea's not going to bother them too much because they've guaranteed themselves top spot already. Because we managed to get a draw with both Marseille and with Barcelona, but Chelsea beat us twice. So, in fairness, we've buggered up Barcelona already once. Because if Barcelona had beaten us the first time, then they'd be in a very good position right now. So, we're 20 minutes in, and so far we're doing okay. No highlights as yet. We have had a shot as well. Let's try making a couple of changes. Don't know what those changes are, but we'll just do them anyway. 23 minutes in and we're still holding them tight. Holding them tight, very happy with that. I do have a slight idea of maybe dropping Frank Evans back to the right midfield spot rather than right attacking midfield, just where he's a little bit more comfortable. Might be a good thing to do, but at the moment seem to be doing okay. We're half an hour in. Now we do have a highlight, and actually we're on the ball as well. Riley, it's Frank's on the ball. He's in the box to Frank Evans. Plays it back to Eric Franks. And we've scored! Europa Point have scored the first goal at home to Barcelona. Eric Franks with the goal. Oh my word. Could we? No, we couldn't. Surely we couldn't do this. Ter Stegen in absolute no man's land as well. Terrible goalkeeping. And Eric Franks blasts it into the far corner. We can't go any higher than 4th place now. We are consolidated in 4th, but who knows? We could go out of this Champions League in a bang. We really could. We can get another draw. If we can get another draw here, would be very, very happy. We have 3 points out of 6 games in the Champions League against guys that are really a class ahead of us. It would be very, very impressive. And we're almost going to get to half-time leading this game against Barcelona. Can we hold on till half-time? We have, you know. We've held on till half-time. We've had 3 shots as well. Wow. That is incredible. That's absolutely incredible. Keep it up, lads. Keep it up. Now they're very delighted. I can't believe with that terrible team talk earlier on, it seems to have worked out okay for us. And now can we hold on? At least to get a 1-1 draw. That'd be incredible. Oh, they're straight in. Segura. There's the cross. Great save, Machego. Really good goalkeeper, this lad. He's, I think we're going to really struggle to keep a hold of Machego. We're going to really struggle to keep a hold of quite a few of the players. You did not see in between the last match and this one, I've had quite a lot of players asked to leave in the January transfer window because bigger clubs in England are interested in them. I've managed to try and persuade most of them to stay. Marlon Manning is a man that I could not persuade to stay, but that's not a massive loss. Guys like Richard Jones requested to leave, but I managed to get him to agree to stay for 1 more season, just to see if we can grow at the same level he does. We've also persuaded Chris Morgan to stay for another year as well, which is pretty good, but I think we're going to start to struggle over the next few months. I'm hoping that our reputation is going to go up so much in this Champions League that some of our players are going to gain values as well, as now Barcelona are on the attack. 20 minutes left. 23 minutes left. Lukaku's on the ball. There's the cross headed clear by Maddison. And there's the shot saved by Machego. You know what? Could we... I didn't even think about it. I really didn't even think about it. I want to try and change the team and go more defensive as well. Oh my god, we're on the attack. Eric Franks. What can you do, Franks? What can you do? Plays it back to Nick Halton. Out to Ashley Riley, the Gibraltarian right back. Frank Evans, we're on the attack. Into Philippe. Frank Evans. Oh my word. Oh. We're 2-0 up. Frank Evans! I weren't sure about playing him in that defensive midfield, that right attacking midfield role, should I say. And he's only gone and scored. Great little play there between Evans and Philippe. Saw the run. Not very good at striking work there by Eric Franks. Was offside for the majority of that move, but still, Frank Evans didn't need him. And wow, 17 shots they've had to our 5, and we're leading 2-0. Should we go to... I think we're going to go for contain now. We've got the 2 goals. Let's just contain them for the rest of the game. And let's go highly structured as well. If we can pull off a win against Barcelona, that could quite possibly be the best thing we've ever done. Right, let's start wasting a bit more time now as well. We have no more centre-backs on the bench. Oh, I was going to bring on another centre-back. Let's bring on Vega as a striker because of his target man abilities, just to boot the ball up at him. And I think that's all we can really do. Let's bring on Bernal in place of Philippe. Just waste a bit of time by making the substitutes as well. My God, we got... Oh, no. I know Barcelona's not quite the level they are at current day now. They've dropped a little bit, but there's no... Oh, come on. The thing is, we win this game, we get like another half... We're going to do it. Oh, my word. Go on, blow the whistle. Blow the whistle, get the 2-0 victory against Barcelona. It's gone off the pitch. Oh my God! We've done it! We've actually done it! I am absolutely stunned by that. I really am. Not only that, Frank Evans got man of the match as well. If that doesn't get him back on the national side, I don't know what will. That was special, that was. That, I'm just absolutely stunned by that. We finished with 5 points. 5 points. Chelsea, Marseille and Barcelona. And we finished the group with 5 points. If we got an easier group, we could have got through. I'm absolutely stunned. Absolutely stunned. Wow. Let's have a quick look and see how much money we're going to get for that then. That's going to... Oh, I just don't even know what to say. I really don't even know what to say. 2-0 win. Finn Baird is injured for 8 to 11 days. That's fine. We've got cover for him. Fans jubilant as they should be. £1.07 million. We've got another £1 million if we win in that game. That's enough to pay our entire team's wages for an entire season. Ah, this is just incredible. Absolute incredible. So schedule-wise, win against Barcelona at home. We drew against Marseille at home as well, and we almost drew with Chelsea at 2-1. Wow, we almost did so well. We did do so well. 5 points in that group of death is absolutely incredible. And you probably hear my voice, I'm just absolutely stunned. Wow. So I'm probably going to go away now and do quite a bit off camera. Probably going to come around back around this sort of time. I'm probably going to bring you back when we have our next youth intake, because we have spent some money on improving it. Has it been completed yet? Improving... Where is it? I'm sure it was on here somewhere. Training facilities? I thought it was youth facilities. I might be wrong. Affiliate club, la 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 la, we couldn't find anyone. Building a stadium got cancelled, affiliate club got cancelled, improved training facilities. So I put these two in recently, expand stadium and improve facilities. Can we build a new stadium yet? No, we can't. No, we cannot build a new stadium yet. But we are going to improve youth facilities. Let's see if they'll let us do that. Improve youth facilities to enable the young players to reach their potential and challenge for a first team role. We believe they're good enough. Okay. With increased funding, it become less of a lottery. Left behind by our rivals. We've decided to grant your request. Excellent. So we're going to be doing that as well. That's going to take us a whole year to complete that. But yeah, we should hopefully over the next few years start to bring in some better young players as well, hopefully. And I'm just absolutely amazed. Let's see if that's done anything for our reputation. Has that improved the values of our players? No, it hasn't really, no. If anything, they've gone down slightly. But yeah, this is just going crazy now, isn't it, really? It really is going absolutely crazy. We're still only down as an average reputation club. And And yeah, we're just really growing season on season now, aren't we? If we can get back in the Champions League again next year, that'd be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, like I said, we'll come back around about, I think it's beginning of March, then the Youth Academy comes through. So we'll come back then. I'll show you the players we've brought in January, and if we've lost anyone in January as well. And of course, we'll have a look at all the new young players and see if there's anyone there worth keeping on. So if a win against Barcelona at home, 2-0, does not warrant a like on this video, I don't know what does. So if you could do that, it'd be absolutely fantastic. It really helps grow this series because it makes it easier for other people to find the videos. And of course, if you are new around here, be sure to subscribe as well. There will be a link in the description as well to the Europa Point Twitter page and Facebook page if you want to go and give those guys a like as well. It really helps grow them in real life as well, so definitely worth a go because I've really gained a place in my heart for this club during this playthrough, and I'm hoping you guys have as well. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all very, very soon, and we'll see if we can get any top class young players from Gibraltar.